Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. Well, 5 days a week, we go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Kicking off the summer. It's a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Love is kind and just. When you're in love, a smile is always on your face. You feel good about yourself, and because you are happy, you are kind. Love is also just. When you make a mistake, you pay for it only once. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 12, NASDAQ was flat, S&Ps were flat, gold contract down $15.80, trading out at $1,607 an ounce. Silver off 33 cents at $28 an ounce. Platinum down 23 at $1,458 an ounce. Copper down 5 pennies at $3.38 a pound. Light sweet crude gets slammed down $2.28, 81.75. That's on its way down to 75 bucks. We're going to have that gasoline going down, folks. That's a beautiful thing, no doubt. Bonds down 16 ticks at 148.16. King dollar up 9 ticks at 81.59. That is refusing lower price once again. Euro up 19 ticks at 127.04. The yen up 56 at 79.51. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the markets, folks, can you say volatility? Oh, baby, we had it out here today in spades. Okay, so what's the volatility all about? Well, market basically is going to be volatile for quite a while right now. Volatility out here today was all about the Fed. 12:30, they come out with the Fed announcement, and bottom line, it was bottom line exactly, as would be really expected. No change in interest rate structure. The extend Operation Twist, no big deal. Market-wise, though, oh, man, what a trip it was. Okay, so if we look at the S&Ps, okay, this is what you had. Up, down, and all around, you had it. Okay, so when 12:30 is approaching, S&Ps are trading at 1348. Slammed down to 1344. Bottom line comes all the way back, 1351. What's that all about, folks? What that's all about, the market wants to finish off a Tiger Gartley. That's what you have here. We're at 1353, 1375, and the cash is where this baby wants to get up into. We did $735 million today. Bottom line, yeah, no juice, no all of the above. Bottom line, that pattern wants to finish out. That pattern, folks, the way this works is this. The Tiger Gartley pattern right now, it's a sell pattern. That sell pattern is going to end up more than likely being the C point also of the larger 156-point ABC structure on the way down. So when push comes to shove, what happens? We're at 1353, looking at to go all the way up to 1375, and then what? And then see ya, don't want to be ya, down at 1216. It's going to be wild watching this baby play out, let me tell you. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. This is what we have with the Dow. Dow, flat market, down 12 today. Price spread was wild, 12,744 to 877. 130 points price spread. Bottom line didn't move. Dow right now wants to get into 13,000 bucks. 13,000 is where the Tiger Gartley. Well, in the Dow, it's not a Tiger Gartley. It's only a Gartley. The reason being, what the Dow had done, and this is the only indice that did it, when it took out the B point of June 11th, it took it out with volume. So that negates a Tiger Gartley. It doesn't negate the ABC down on a weekly basis. On the S&P, it's a Tiger Gartley. Why? Because it took the swing point out with lighter volume, going up on lighter volume. On the NASDAQ, same deal. Took the swing point out with lighter volume, going up on lighter volume. Russell 2000, exact same deal. In fact, let's go over to the Russell right now and take a look at the Russell. Russell 2000, well, we have, she was flat. Down 230, trading out at 784. Bottom line, she's going to be finishing up that pattern at higher price. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Oh, I didn't give you the volume of the composite. The composite, what we have with the composite is this. Composite, flat market today, 29.30. Bottom line, you had 1.5 billion shares. This also doesn't have the juice, but you know what? It wants to get into higher price. It wants to get up there into the 3,000 level, which is a big acceleration, by the way. That's 70 points on the S&Ps. Now, let's go over to the gold contract. Gold, high volatility, dollar high volatility. What does gold do? Okay, so when you're looking at markets, folks, what I put together is price and volume. That's the bottom line. Why? Because the price with the volume is going to tell you where these markets want to go. Well, guess what? This correction's not over in gold by a long shot. What we did out here today is this, and this is tempting. Believe me, it's tempting. And this is why it's tempting. Because when you look at the context of where we are right now, you're at 1607. On a daily basis, you can definitely make the case that you have 4 separate higher lows. Guess what, though? Your first acceleration up on June 1st, we went from 1545 to 1632. Beautiful sign of strength. 307,000 contracts. Then what ends up happening? Well, you know what? Dead cat bounce. Why? Because you only got up a few more dollars and your volume contracted to 185,000. Then what ends up happening? In one day, you go from 1642, 2 days, back down to 1556 with an expansion of volume. You hit highs of 185 million. Guess what? 1,000 rather, you come down with 202. Okay, it tries it again. Next time it comes up, what ends up happening? Even lighter volume, 130. So your correlation is 130 versus 188. What happens today? You go downtown with 202. Bottom line, these lows want to be tested once again. Now, let's go over to the dollar index. Dollar out here. We take a look at the dollar. What we have with the dollar is this. The dollar's at 81.60. Now, the dollar got down to 81.40. We had 40,000 contracts, and that's a lot. Okay, so the dollar low of 81.40 will get tested. You know, we'll see where this shakes out. The dollar can actually come all the way into 81.19. That's not a big deal. There's a gap there, actually. But bottom line, you know, my take is that the dollar still wants to run up into the 89 area. You look at commodities in general, okay? Commodities in general, folks, have got toasted, roasted, all of the above. Today, what you had, coffee was down 4%, cocoa was down 3%, crude oil was down 2.7%, cotton was down 2.3%. After they're saying there's no cotton out here, sure. Gasoline's down 1.9%, heating oil 1.6%, copper 1.4%, silver, let's see, 1%, natural gas 1%. Bottom line is that right across the board, they were down, and they were down some big numbers. Let's go to Gary in Tampa. Hey, Gary, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom? I'm
doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I am. It was a little hard to sit on my hands today.
Oh, yeah?
I was talking about JPM, and I started a small position. I sold it at 36.80.
Okay, when he says starting a small position, I believe he's selling it short, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let's take a look. You get JP Morgan Chase. The low is 27 for the year. A high is 46. Okay, so, you know, I would have let this go higher, but bottom line, you know, what he did do is that it was coming right into the downdraft where it gapped down on the May 11th. That gap down, folks, had 217 million shares. The low of that was 36.62, and it's a nice trade. He traded into that level. It only had 60 million. So the key there is that he's saying it rejected price, and it did it with lighter volume. It absolutely did. You know, I suspect it's going to try to get into the 35.07 now. Where I'm going with that, Gary, is that that's the high of the 13th. You know, when I say that I would have let it go a little bit higher, the only reason is that is to get in harmony with the indices. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I kind of called you to check. Put a stop right over today's high, so I'm not.
Yeah, no. Listen, that would on any type of other market, that would be that was the exact trade that you should make. Cooking, brother.
Great. Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.